Ladies, we are here tonight on the show, and we got a lot of stuff going on tonight. And the biggest things going on is apparently WWE or a company have to sign a new belt, and Triple H has approved it. So what does this mean? My guess is Cody Rhodes is going to win the championship, and they're going to award the title the next night on Raw. That's what they actually did. They actually did that with they did this with Triple H and Brock Lesnar in the past. I remember back in the day. I want to say 2003 when Triple H beat Chris Jericho for both the World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE Championship. The next night on Raw, I think Ric Flair, or I think he was the general manager, or Eric Bischoff, one of those two, and he rewarded Triple H with the new belt. And then they did the same thing about 10 years ago when Brock Lesnar, same thing, he won both the World Heavyweight Champion, and that's when actually they beat this current WWE Champion, the one they have that right now, the gold one with the WWE logo on the middle. So they've done this in the past where if there's two belts, after one, there's a new champion. Maybe the next night on Raw, they reward the new champion with the one single belt. So maybe that's what they could be doing. But it is said to have said that Triple H has approved the new design, and my guess is that means it's official. That will be new design, and it could probably debut probably as soon as next week, I'm gonna guess. So we'll see what happens, but that means there's gonna maybe only one champion, or does this mean that SmackDown will now want to crown a new champion as well? Because they're gonna be like, we don't have a champion on SmackDown, so either I think the two belts are gone. Cody's just gonna probably have one belt. The question is that the only belt for the whole company, or is that just going to be for Monday Night Raw? And they're going to maybe do a tournament to crown a new world champion on SmackDown. That will probably be the main question. But anyways, let's move on, ladies and gentlemen, with more news here tonight. Stacy Kleber will be inducted into Hall of Fame. I believe she's the fourth member with Rey Mysterio, Muta. That other guy, Halfman, what the hell his name was, and now Stacy Kleber. So that's at least four. That might be it, right? We're only 4 or 5 days away from the Hall of Fame. It's on Friday, so only 4 people are gonna get inducted. Wow. Let's see here. They show some backstage segment of last year's WrestleMania where Stone Cold Steve Austin pretty much kind of like acknowledges Roman Reigns. I'm proud of him. You put it all together, man. Good job. So that, I believe that, it's probably after Roman Reigns' match with Brock Lesnar. I don't know. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Literally, this was like a year ago at WrestleMania 38. Stone Cold acknowledging pretty much Roman Reigns as a star. Cody Rhodes says it's going to be a world record for pyro when it comes to his entrance. He said, I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of a lot of pyro in my entrance. We'll see, man. Trish Stratus named her Mount Rushmore of women's wrestling. She put Trish herself, Sasha Banks, Lita, and Bayley. Damn, that's pretty cool for Sasha Banks and Bayley. They got put in there. She could have picked a bunch of other people. That's pretty cool, man. Let's see here. Let's move on to a different so they are coming up with a lot of hashtags for Twitter for the wrestlers. Like if you put Trifle Chief, like a cartoon face of Roman Reigns comes on. I think Cody Rhodes has one too. That's pretty cool. I know sports teams do this, right? They have like their own little hashtag. So it's pretty cool that they're having the wrestlers get their own little hashtag. I've only seen two. I've only seen Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. I don't know if anybody else is going to get one. Maybe as the days goes on, as we get closer to WrestleMania. But that is pretty cool. They have hashtags for both, at least Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. So Roman Reigns is Tribal Chief, and then and like a cartoon face of Roman Reigns comes up. Let me see, like an emoji. Let me see. So yeah, Stacy Kleber just saying this. So I'm so excited to finally share the news. Thank you to all my fans making this possible. So grateful for WWE for the support. So Stacy Kleber, happy to be in the Hall of Fame. So Ring of Honor, is there a pay-per-view I think this week for Ring of Honor? Nobody really knows. I'm sorry, Ring of Honor. Wheeler Yuta versus Shibata. Okay, I think it's a pay-per-view for, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Cody Rhodes talking about the pyro says, I'm going to be honest. I never asked anybody for pyro. Even if AEW, when I was running things, I never asked anybody for pyro. And then it becomes like running gag, the amount of pyro. That's crazy if you never asked for it, because now it's a huge part of his entrance. Charlotte Flair, they asked her about a retirement match. I think she got pissed off. But this is what she says. There's a difference from a passing the torch and a retirement match. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if that person exists yet. Oh, man. I think she has a lot more years to go before retire. Jesus Christ. Let's see here. Let's see here. More stuff. The Renee Paquette has announced that her next guest on her podcast, The Session, it will be her husband, Jon Moxley. Remember, a lot of reports going around that Jon Moxley has said that if they bring back CM Punk to AEW, he would walk out of the company. So that's going to be I think a lot of people are going to watch that interview tomorrow between Renee Paquette and Jon Moxley. We'll see how that's pretty good, man. Smart move by Renee Paquette. Oh, here's the Cody Rhodes hashtag. It's just hashtag Cody Rhodes. And same thing, an emoji, a cartoon picture of Cody Rhodes comes out. So that's, I don't know if they have any more wrestlers other than those two. So Naldo McConis, who was a commentator for NXT, that a lot of people wanted him to replace Pat McAfee on SmackDown before Wade Barrett did. He said he has an announcement coming up. So a lot of people are wondering when it is, but now he's teasing that he might get back into wrestling in the ring. He says, I certainly feel my strengths at this point in my life are in other aspects of the industry, but I wouldn't rule it out 100% either. There's always that part of you that wants to have that final moment. So he's saying there's a possibility he might come out of retirement, but who knows? But remember, he supposedly has a big announcement coming up. I don't know. Could that be that he's going back to WWE or maybe AEW? Remember, they're going to have that new Saturday show coming up in the summer. Maybe they hire him for that. He could also, WWE is known for making a lot of changes to the commentary after WrestleMania. So maybe he's going to WWE to maybe do one of the main shows, SmackDown, or who knows, man. We'll see. Brock Lesnar and Almas will have a final face-off tonight on Raw. Let's see here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have one more. Okay, I got to get more articles in here. So let's see here. A lot of the stuff is repetitive at this point. So they're saying that Triple H is also thinking of once Tommaso Ciampa is healthy, he's going to once again bring that tag team back. of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa for the main roster. So that'll be pretty cool. Maybe it might finally get Johnny Gargano's momentum going, and in the main roster. Let's see here. John Cena talking about Sami Zayn says, I can see it. I can see how hard he works, and I see how he's invested in connection with the audience. It's paid off. Everybody loves him because they know who he is. All right, so I'm so disappointed in John Cena, man. I really am. The guy barely put in any work for this feud with Austin Theory. I think that's it. Well, I'm gonna have to delete that fucking Skype app. People keep putting me on groups. I don't know why. All right. Let's see one final article and then we're done. Let's see here. So Brian Cage, supposedly his contract ends this Friday. I think he's gonna do the Ring of Honor pay-per-view show. But after that show, supposedly his contract is finishing up. They're saying AEW Creative is trying to come up with ideas for him. They're saying that to possibly try to convince him to resign. But if not, they're saying he might just go to WWE. So we'll see what happens. They're saying that Kairi Sane, same thing, her contract is set to expire with New Japan, and that she would 100% be open to coming back to the US, either AEW or WWE. And apparently Vince McMahon has told her in the past, we would for sure welcome you back in WWE if you would be interested. So maybe Kairi Sane, same thing as Jay White, is going to get done with New Japan and look to either joining AEW or WWE. So something to keep an eye on. WWE said that they're going to fly in Gal. No, excuse me. No, what is this? No. This is, first of all, let me talk about this. WWE said that expect Randy Orton to for sure be a part of WrestleMania week, whether it's on WrestleMania weekend or maybe the next night on Raw or maybe even SmackDown. Expect Randy Orton to make his return in the next week or so to WWE. And also, there are some talks about Big E, Shinsuke Nakamura, and AJ Styles possibly coming back as well. My guess is AJ Styles will also come back the Monday after WrestleMania. Big E, I don't know, that might be a long shot. It has been a year since he broke his neck. But there's some rumors that Big E could also be back. And Shinsuke Nakamura, who just pretty much has not been doing anything for months now. But yeah, those are all rumors. My guess is AJ Styles and Randy Orton are the more realistic ones. I'm not so Shinsuke Nakamura. It just comes down to does creative have anything for Shinsuke Nakamura? And Big E, that's the toughest one, right? It's a freaking broken neck. So we don't know. But all those four guys are being heavily rumored to make the return here either at WrestleMania or maybe the Raw or the SmackDown after WrestleMania. WWE is going to fly in Gal. He was part of the Attitude Era with Edge. They're saying he might be in Edge's corner this week for the Finn Balor match. They're saying Damian Priest is expected to have a physical interaction with Gal. I wonder that they're just going to have Damian Priest maybe interfere in all the matches since he's the only one of the Judgment Day who doesn't have one. Imagine if he just helps all of them win. He helps Rhea Ripley win the Women's Champion. He helps Finn Balor beat Edge, and he helps Dominic beat Rick. That would be crazy. They're also saying that if he was spotted in I don't know where it was, but he was spotted with Bad Bunny training. And the belief is also Bad Bunny could make an appearance at WrestleMania. They don't know what exactly were they training for WrestleMania or were they training for Backlash, which is in May in Puerto Rico, where Bad Bunny is scheduled to be the host of that show. So they're not sure exactly what they're training for, but a lot of people have said it's possible it could be for WrestleMania. So I don't know. I don't think it makes sense though for Bad Bunny to come on WrestleMania. I don't know, but so it might be for Backlash in Puerto Rico. We'll see what happens. And then final Bray Wyatt. They said most likely he will not be a part of the show, but don't be surprised if you see any like those little coats they would do back in the fall when he first came back in September, like QBR coats, and maybe glitches, maybe something like the lights go off for like a second or two. So don't be so they're maybe gonna be teasing a Bray Wyatt return, maybe probably sometime after WrestleMania. But yeah, they're saying that most likely that Bray Wyatt Bobby Lashley match is off, and it is not happening. And I think that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. I think that is about it. I think we're done. I'm gonna make sure. All right. Holla.